0 is
Right, sir.
neutral.
Right,
1
sir.
is male, 2 is female, 3 is male, 4 is female, 5 is male, 6 is female, 7 is male, 8 is female, 9 is male.
Sir, I got it. Some people go that way also. Some
Yeah.
people that
This I'm telling you
good.
from the Anka Shastra, which
Okay,
is
sir, fine.
connected to the Atharva Veda. Now, what is
Right,
the
sir.
difference between male and female numbers? That the male planets, like you said, Mercury is a neutral planet. Correct?
Important, Hanji.
Yeah, Napunsak Grah. Now, the male numbers and the male planets are more beneficial to the males and less harmful. The female numbers and the female planets are more beneficial to females and less to male. जैसे रेशम जी ने ज्योतिष विद्या की बात की, he spoke about astrology, so I will give you an astrology example. For example, you must have never heard that this man is a manglik and so he's not getting married. Rarely, because Mars, number 9, is a male planet. And you must have never heard that this woman has a lot of debts because of a Sadhisati going on or Shani Mahadasha going on. Saturn, a female planet, number 8. Correct? रेशम सिंह जी, रेशम जी का वीडियो पॉज हो गया है. हाँ, तो रेशम जी
It
कहाँ
got
चले गए?
disconnected, Guruji.
Oh, he got disconnected. Okay. So now we will talk about the Pap and the Punya numbers. Can anyone who has listened to it carefully tell us?
I was Guruji.
Poonam ji?
Guruji, before that, can I ask you something about male and female numbers, Guruji?
Yeah.
Can you give another example of how male number is helping males and how female numbers is helping females? Is it to do for example, birth number? Will a birth number 4 favor all the other birth numbers which are female, like 2, 6, and 8? Is this a
Like
correct
if
example?
you said number 4, like number 4, okay? You have said number 4. Now, number 4 is a female number. Number 4 people, what is the characteristics of number 4? Let Poonam ji say, what is the main characteristics of number 4, Poonam ji? Here she is, the video is on. So I say that even this course is specifically for experts. Yeah.
राधे राधे जी.
राधे
राधे
राधे राधे राधे राधे श्री राधे.
4 की कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स भ्रम में डालता है ये और कंफ्यूजन में रहता है.
And very talkative and confused.
हाँ. और
Now,
ये प्ले बॉय होता है, मतलब एवरी टाइम इज प्लेइंग.
play boys. Now, if you see a man very talkative and talking as if he's confusing you, will you tolerate him? But if a woman, if your wife is doing that, wives are doing that, you have no choice but to tolerate her. If you see a husband-wife argument, the argument of the wife makes no sense. That is number 4. But if you see a person, a man negotiating in business and making no sense out of his negotiation, he will get beaten. Even if a woman is doing business of number 4 and she is talking nonsense, if she goes for a bargain and if she goes to the grape vendor and she says that what is the price of 1 dozen grapes, the vendor, vegetable vendor, the fruit vendor will handle it. Will handle this nonsense talks, this confusing talks, this illusioning talks. But if a man will do that, he is not going to be tolerated. So number 4 is always good for a woman and not good for a man. All the negative traits of number 4, along with the positive traits, will suit a woman, not a man. Any other number you want to talk about, male,
Yeah,
female?
Guruji.
Yeah.
Guruji, just say Sunita ji has asked, and it's actually an example you could consider. So she's saying Sun is her ruling planet, which is considered male. One is a male number, but she's a female. So does this affect her, and what can she do to make the number one
Yes. See,
positive?
what happens is that what are the positive traits of number 1? Like if you go 10 years backwards or 20 years backwards, and you go to see a girl for marriage for yourself, and the girl is sitting in a shorts with one leg over the other leg and smoking a cigarette and says, "Hi, how are you?" and offers you a cigarette, will you choose that girl for marriage? And this time, of course, yes. But before 10 years, before 20 years, no. Some people will say no at this time also. People who are outdated like me, people who are old schools like me. So this confidence of number 1, which is a positive trait, can become a negative trait for a woman. A confidence of a man looks like overconfidence of a woman. In an interview before 5-7 years, the common question was, "This is a pen, sell it to me." He takes the pen and says, "Can you give me your autograph?" He will say, "Yes." "Do you have a pen?" "No, I have it. Buy it from me." So if a woman will do that in a job interview, will she be tolerated? No, a man doing this can be tolerated. A woman cannot go with this kind of confidence. A woman can go with number 2 or number 6 traits. See, this pen is very good and it will make your handwriting beautiful. Please buy it. And you are so good. You are so learned. You with this pen will look so intelligent in your pocket. Buy it. She can go this way. She cannot say, "Give me your signature." And then he will say, "Okay, I'm buying it. Where do you want me to sign?" "Sign on the appointment letter. Give me your autograph on the." This a woman can also not do in the interview at this time. That is the trait of number 1, positive traits. Now we talk about the negative traits of number 1. Getting into habits and speculations and ego. Even this does not suit a woman. In a marriage, religion says and counseling says that a man must never say anything against the woman's family, and a woman must not hurt the ego of the man. So, the ego of the man, the masculine ego, the masculine habits. Think of a woman chewing gutka. Number 1 negative trait. How will it look? And spitting on the road. Kaisa lagega? So these are the negative traits of number 1, which can be very negative, and positive traits of number 1, which can also be negative. Politics, that is one of the positive traits. How many women you see in politics, and how many men you see in politics? When Indira Gandhi became the Prime Minister of India, in Britain, they were saying that a country which was a slave for under us for 300 years already has a female prime minister, and we up till now don't have a female prime minister, or neither a female minister in England to say so. After that, forcefully Margaret treacher was made. When Indira Gandhi was becoming the prime minister, she told her friend, her best friend, Sheila Dikshit, that she cried in the room before taking the oath, and she said that I'm going to wear a crown of thorns. They're going to put a crown of thorns on my head. So, politics, leadership quality, that also a woman pays a big price for it. Even a man has to pay a price for it. But any woman in politics, any woman has to pay a price unimaginable. Nupur Sharma, she said something which she did not want to say in a debate, and she was thrown out of the party after being so powerful and so famous. She was nowhere in her party. Any woman who is into social work is one positive trait of number one people, or politics. However she is, people will talk about her character negatively. They can't do that to a man. So the sun traits, the number one traits, whether they are positive or negative, they bring a lot of negativity for a woman. In the same way, number four traits, whether positive or negative, they become positive for a woman, but negative for a man. Any other number? This is interesting.
It's
We have
very
to explore
interesting.
this. Yeah.
Absolutely. And Guruji, I want to tell everybody that we still have 7, 8, 9 remaining, and we want to do some demos also. Guruji, you just explained about male and female numbers. I want to remind everybody that you cover this actually in lot more detail in your course. And your course has 4 levels, and every level has so many modules. Imagine, this was so interesting. This had so many remedies, so many details. Imagine what will happen if you learn all this yourself and you use this for yourself and others. Guruji, since you were explaining us a part of your syllabus, what do you say? Shall we share with everybody the packages and then invite Sayukta ji? Or would you like
Yeah.
to share something before we go there?
Yeah. One number I remembered is number two,
Mm-hmm.
number of mother.
Mm.
Now, your mom has made laddu and you are on dieting. And your yearly prediction also says avoid sugar. And your mom has made it with a lot of efforts and she wants to feed it to you. Now, this is the trait of number two people. Have it. Have just one. Have just one bite. If you don't like it, let it go. Have one. Please, one. Okay. I worked so hard. After letting go all this, I did this. Your father wanted this. I told him, you look for yourself. I'm going to make laddus for kids. And you don't want to have it. It is over here. I've kept it. I don't care. If you want to have it, have it. Then after 10 minutes, just try. And finally, you end up eating that laddu. Now think of the father doing this to you. Have one. Try one. You will say, what's wrong with you? Are you in your senses? So this is male and female number difference. Okay? So we'll go to the packages and then Sayuktama is here. She will tell you what she has learned from numerology.
Absolutely, Guruji, fantastic. Thank you so much. And people are actually written on the group that Nitil is saying this is me exactly, and Madhvi saying she is number two, and this is exactly what happens at her place. Amazing. And Guruji, when you were
And
explaining
think
this,
if Madhuri would have been a man, a father,
Madhvi, Guruji, Madhvi.
Madhvi ji would have
Yeah.
been a man, a
Hmm.
father, and think a father doing this.
Guruji, we can actually imagine our mother and our father doing this. That's why I was like silently laughing. But this
So,
is so true and
yeah,
funny.
so the numbers are, divided into male and female as per odd and even. You want to know the secret behind it before we go to the chart?
Sure, Guruji.
The even numbers, the female numbers, activate your left nostril and right brain, which is your female brain, which is the brain of faith, persuasion, and everything that a woman is. If you try to move a table, a furniture, heavy piece of furniture with it, you will get a sprain. Male numbers, they activate your right nostril and left brain, which is the doubting brain, which is the fighting male, which is the main brain, which is the dog brain. So, even when you call out the numbers, एक one, two दो, three तीन. So the sounds are also the same. They activate your right and left nostril. And even when you look at the numbers, if you look at a price tag 1974, it will activate your right nostril. 1974. Even 4 if it is a female number, but there are 3 male numbers. So male are dominant, little of left and more of right will get activated. It's a magic, and you start behaving in that way. So it becomes difficult for people who have their birth or destiny or name number as female numbers and they are males. Like for me, I am number 2. Destiny number 22, 22, 4. So I'm a total right brain and left dorsal dominant person. It becomes much difficult for me to go across to people. If I explain in detail or I don't explain. I'm never organized like mothers and number 4 people. Number 4 is, of course, my destiny number. And that is also 22, 22. So if you understand the human brain, how it works, the left hemisphere, the right hemisphere, the small brain, how does mesmerism work, how does hypnosis work? If you understand that, then you are a good numerologist. So I say that if you know numerology, this is the course for you.